What's up, you guys? It's Brandi. Thank you for tuning in to my channel. Today I'm coming on and bringing you guys a video on all of the details about my eyelash extensions. I get tons of questions on a daily basis on my Instagram whenever I put an Insta story up, whenever I actually post a picture, whatever it may be. You guys are always asking me tons of questions about my eyelash extensions, especially when I go get them freshly done and they be looking popping like today. Y'all be wanting to know all the details, especially if you know that you live close to me, like in the DMV area. So finally, I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to do a video so I can direct you guys here to my YouTube channel, and you will have all of the details, have all of, the contact information in the comment section or in the description box below, so you can be fly and poppin' just like me. No, I'm joking. But I just wanted a resource for you guys to come and have all the information that you need. So if you're interested in hearing all of the details about these eyelash extensions, then keep watching. All right, you guys already know the drill. Before jumping into today's video, I want to first welcome all of those of you who might be new here to my channel. Hopefully you will enjoy today's video and it will make you want to peruse my channel and check out some of my other content. And who knows, if you like that as well, you might want to make that commitment and join the family by clicking that little red subscribe button right down below. For all my other boos out there, my OGs, y'all already know the deal. Welcome back. Let's jump into today's video. Okay, first off, let's just discuss what are eyelash extensions, because I know some people might be confused about it out there. You may have clicked on the video and thought you had like an idea of what it was, but I'm just going to tell you exactly what it is before we jump into any more of the information about these. Eyelash extensions are just that. They're extensions of your own eyelashes. So when you go to a lash specialist or tech, they're going to take one small little eyelash, mink lash, or whatever the type of lash it is that they choose to use or you want them to use. They're going to dip it in a little bit of glue and they're going to apply that to just one of your own eyelashes. That's what I do. I do lash by lash by lash when I go to my lash girl, and they're pretty much going to fill up all of your lashes. Now, if you don't have lashes, then clearly you're not going to be able to get eyelash extensions because they have to have something to hold on to. So they put them on each one of my eyelashes. Also, if you have really, really sparse eyelashes of your own, you're not going to get as full of a look because they can only apply them to as many lashes as you have. So remember that. So that's pretty much what extensions are. You can get a variation of styles. You can get a variation of lengths and all of that, which we're going to get into a little bit later. So I just wanted to have like a general understanding of what eyelash extensions are. Now there are other types of like eyelash enhancements, if you will, where you can do strip lashes, which is common for most beauty vloggers. We come on here and we do makeup looks and things like that, and we will apply strip lashes, and that's just one full strip. It has all of the individual lashes attached to it. You put glue on it and you put it right above your lash line. And that's something that can be removed every single day if you want to. Some people leave them on longer. For me, after like a day of use, that's it. I have to take them off. But you can definitely leave them on a little bit longer. With eyelash extensions, these last a lot longer because the grade of glue that they use is a lot stronger than the over-the-counter glue that we normally tend to use with strip lashes. So you can't just pull these off, because if you do, you're going to damage your own eyes and you might get some type of stye or infection. So just remember that when getting these. This is more of like a, not a permanent enhancement, but it's definitely going to last a little bit longer than just traditional lashes. The next thing I want to discuss with you guys is how to go about finding a certified professional lash specialist. I would definitely recommend not to just go to your homegirl or somebody that your homegirl knows until you do the research on them and make sure that they really know what it is that they're doing, that you ask them about how did they get trained, do they have certifications, and also how long they've been doing lashes too, because I don't want to say that's an indication of how well they're going to do your lashes, but you don't want someone who just finished their certification and that's it, and like they're trying and testing out these skills on people and things like that, unless they're going to do them for you for free and then you actually trust them and you want to take that risk with your eyes. For me personally, I did not want to go that route. So what I did, first off, I asked around. I saw a friend of mine who had really bomb lashes and I was like, girl, your lashes are gorgeous. Who did them? First off, I was like, are are they your lashes? Because they looked so good. And then she was like, nah, girl, I get lash extensions. So this was new to me at that time when I first heard about them. And it was probably 2 years ago. So I asked her a whole bunch of information about them. I asked about her girl. I asked for her contact information and all of that. And then I waited a full year before I ever went and got them done, because I was like, I really want to do my own research about these lashes first, because your eyes are very important. You don't want to go blind from trying to get enhancements and stuff like that that you really don't even have to have in the first place. So you want to be careful with the eye, up in the eye region, making sure that you're not going to go blind from trying to be cute. So I did my research on it, and I looked around at a lot of other places. I looked at Yelp reviews. I talked to people other people like I knew who had eyelash extensions also. So then after that, I was like, I think I want to get them done. So I called up the lady, and I even asked her additional questions. I know my friend gave me all her information and stuff like that about how the lady is and what she does and the products she used, but I still wanted to ask her myself because it had been a year. So I don't know if she changed up things, and I'm a very anal person. I know Lucie probably be like, look, you doing the most right now. Do you want these lashes or not? But she has been working with me, and she understands like the importance of knowing all of this information and how important my eyes are to me, okay? So I would definitely recommend that you do that. There are going to be a lot of people online who claim to do it. And also another thing, you don't want to go the cheap route. I know there are a lot of people out there who do eyelash extensions for like $50, maybe even cheaper than that. I just feel like, I don't know, 50 is a little too cheap for me. Any eyelash extensions, like quality ones that I've seen people get, they're always at least $100 or up, and $100 is a really good deal also. So I would definitely say skimp on those unless you really like it's your homegirl and you know she's done all the certifications, you've seen her work, nobody has had any complaints against her or the products she used and things like that, then go for it. But for me, I'm just like, it's a luxury item for me, so I'm like, I know I'm gonna have to pay a little bit more, and I know I'm not gonna do this long term, like all the time. It's just going to be when I want to feel a little bit cuter. Now moving into what I actually get or what I ask for in the style of my lashes, because I get this question the most from people. It's like, what would I even ask for when I go in there? Because they do have charts online, which I didn't even realize before, because when I went on different Instagram pages, I just wanted to see different styles, because the same thing with my nails, which look horrible, by the way. I'm trying to grow them out. But the same thing with going to get my nails done. I always look for different styles online first, so then I can take them into wherever I'm getting them done and be like, this is what I really want. Like, you need to see a picture of it, because trying to describe it to someone, they might not get a clear picture of what it is you really want. So if you take an actual picture for them to see, and it's the eye shape similar to yours and all of that, then there should be no confusion at all. So that's what I normally do. I look at pictures, and I know on Pinterest, I might try to insert it here in the video. They have like a chart of the different types of eyelash styles. They have cat eye, they have like open eye, they have flare, they have a whole list of them. What I ask for is the open eye effect, because I want my eyes to look big and bright, kind of like the baby doll eyes. When I first went, I didn't know what I wanted or what would look right on me. So I just had her do one length all the way across. Well, it was a little bit shorter on the inner, and then the rest, it like gradually got longer as it went out. And I find that that was really heavy for my eye shape, because my eyes already slant a little bit at the ends, and I wanted them to like be boosted up some more. So once I got them done that very first time, I was like, I'm not really feeling this shape. And once they fell off, I went back and then told Lucie, I was like, I want more of an open eye. So do longer lashes in the very middle of my eye, and then gradually do them shorter, both outer and inner. So then we started out, and she would just do two lengths on me, where she would do just 11" and 12, or is it 11mm and 12mm? I think that's what it's called. And she would just do that, and I think she would interchange them a little bit. And then of course the 11s would be on the very outer and the very inner, and then you have the 12s on the inner. So then I was like, I kind of like it, but I feel like I want some a little bit longer. And then I also felt that they would be touching my glasses a lot, because that's the thing too. They have different variations of curls of styles, and then they have different variations of lengths of styles. So with all of that being said, you want to know what types of curl of lash you want. So they have very different types of curls. I think they have a B curl, a C curl, a D curl, and they might have an A. I'm assuming they have an A, but I've only had experience with B, C, and D curls. Currently on my lashes right now, I have D curl, which is the curliest that I've ever tried, and I really, really like this style. This is like my favorite and what I'm going to continue to do, but it's definitely like a trial and error type of thing for you to find the exact style that you like. So now getting into my lash tech. So my first lash tech that I would definitely recommend to you guys, her name is Lucie, and she works at Eterna Day Spa in the Wheaton Mall. So it is a nail shop, but they also offer eyelash services, waxing, and stuff like that in the shop. Now, I will say this, when I first went in there, I was kind of like taken aback by it because I was thinking like, oh, I'm going to a nice fancy spa. We're going to have a special room that's dedicated to eyelash extensions. I'm going to be in there. I'm going to hear the tranquil music playing. It's going to be dim and all of this. And no, that's not what it was. I went in there and like they have a section that's, you know, to the back that's separated from where you do nails and where you do like your pedicures. And then they have two beds laid back there. You're going to lay on one of them. And the thing that I really didn't like the most is the fact that like you can hear everything else that's going on around you. It's like so frustrating because you're sitting there, you can't open your eyes, but you can hear all this noise going on. And it's like you want to open your eyes, but you know you can't. So what I tend to do now is I actually take headphones with me so I can put them in, listen to some podcasts, and just drown everything out and just, you know, have my own center zen, my own centerpiece, so it doesn't make me want to open my eyes and see what's going on around me. So I go to Lucie. She's really great. Her prices aren't bad. They have started raising them up a little bit because they've been doing a little bit of renovation. So I'm like, wait a minute. Let's keep these prices down to the affordable range. I think the first time that I went in, I got a full set. It was like $105, which I told you guys, like, that's actually a really good deal, especially if you can get quality lashes and the work is good. So it was $105. Now I think for a full set, they charge around $120. So they have hiked it up a bit. And then I think $85 or $75 is the refill price. I'm going to put all the correct information annotated on the screen here, but I think it's around that range. Okay, now let's get into the actual process of how they go about doing the lashes, because I'm sure you guys are curious. I know they have videos here on YouTube that I actually watch myself of how the process goes. I like to know kind of like what to expect before I go into an appointment, just so I can ask questions and be like, so is this how you do it? Because I saw this or I heard that this is the way that it goes. So I looked at a few videos. Basically what you're gonna do, you're gonna lay down on a bed all the way down, and they're going to put some type of tape or either those like depuffing pads, depending on how fancy the place is. They'll put the depuffing pads underneath your eyelids, and they'll also tape down your lower lash line. They need to do that for sure because you don't want to get the glue and you don't want to have your eyes like glued shut. So you want to make sure that they get all those little lashes underneath. It is going to seem a little bit uncomfortable at first and weird. You want to make sure that you work with them. Like if it feels really, really uncomfortable, you want to tell them like, this, my eyes are watering, this is uncomfortable. Can we change this up a little bit? And they'll definitely do that. But it is going to be weird to get used to at first. Now also where I go, because of how my eyes are and like they move, they're very sensitive whenever I'm getting my eyelashes done. My tech, Lucie, she will actually kind of like tape up. She'll tape on my eyelid part and then up to my forehead. So to kind of like lift it a little bit, just so I don't squeeze my eyes together, because that will mess up the glue and it will definitely have it transfer. Once they do that, they're then going to take some glue, like whatever kind they use. I actually asked both of my techs what type of glue they use and whether or not they found that it irritates most of their customers' eyes, because that's very, very important, especially if you're someone who knows like you're already allergic to latex glue. So you might want to invest in like buying your own glue that's latex free, because some people do have a really bad reaction where their eyes will be red or they'll swell up. All of that, you just will never know until you do it the first time, and then, you know, you'll see whether you have a reaction or not. So it's kind of nerve-wracking in that way, but you kind of got to go through it. I never had any reactions with any of my eyes. Only probably burned the very first time because I was moving them around a lot when she had the glue and it wasn't dry yet. It is a very painstaking process. It does take a really long time. If you don't have any lashes on at all and you're starting fresh, it's probably going to be like a 2-hour appointment, which at first when I heard that that was how long, I was like, Say what? How long? Two whole hours I got to sit in here? This is like a hair appointment. So you really do have to sit in there. And if you let them fall off, like, you're going to have to go through that 2-hour process again. So just be prepared. Have you some stuff to listen to on your iPhone, whether it's like a new album or listen to some podcasts, but you're going to need something to just keep you where you don't feel like you want to get up. After they finish putting on all of the lashes, you're then going to have to sit there for a little bit and let them completely dry. And then they'll comb through them, let you see what they look like. Let them know if this is cool or you want me to do something else. At the end of your appointment, they're going to give you all the information about how to maintain your lashes and what you need to do within the next 24 hours, because you're not supposed to get them wet at all. Don't be going to a sauna. Don't be doing no strenuous activity, working out and things like that. So it's always really hard for me after I get my lashes, because y'all know I be trying to work out real hard. So I have to take kind of like a day or two off so my lashes can cure. I think that's the right term that they use. They say that your lashes are supposed to cure the glue on them to make sure that they don't come off as easily and things like that. I do sweat a lot when I work out, and somebody else asked me this same question, like, can you get eyelash extensions if you work out a lot and if you sweat a lot? And I would definitely say yes, because I mean, I do. I don't think that they don't last as long because I work out compared to if I didn't work out. So I would say go for it. The glue is supposed to be like really strong, so it should not make them come off. Some people swim in eyelash extension. They be going to the beach and stuff like that, and they don't have any problems with them. So I'm like, a little bit of sweat shouldn't really ruin them or shorten the longevity of them at all. Okay, so now jumping into how I maintain the lashes on my own until I go in for my next appointment. What I do is actually use this spoolie every single day. Normally they'll give it to you, or you can purchase a set of these on Amazon, or you can just use the spoolie on the end of your eyebrow pencils and things like that. So it's pretty much the same thing. So what you want to do is go through your lashes and comb them every single day. This is like having, a wig or something like that where you have to maintain it. So I comb my lashes every single day, and I will actually put a little bit of water or something on them every day too, just because lint and stuff collects on them. If you wear makeup, it's going to get trapped in them and things like that. So just washing them really gently with a little bit of water will do the trick. Also, they advise that you don't use any type of facial cleansers that have oils in them. So if you're someone who oil cleanses your face, you're going to be extra careful. You're going to want to be extra. Why can't I speak? You're going to want to be extra careful not to get any of that oil on your lashes, or you might want to just change up cleansers a little bit. I'm going to tell you guys the products that I actually use. When I wear a full face of makeup, which isn't that often, like I don't really wear makeup as much since I have these lashes, because they still make you feel a little bit cute and put together when you just have your lashes on, put you some bottom, mascara on, and good to go. So a lot of times I don't really wear that much makeup, but when I do wear a full face like I have on today, I have makeup. It's not really a full face, but what I will do to clean my face is use these two products right here. These are makeup towelettes. They're the wet cleansing towelettes that are similar to Pond's. This is the Up and Up Target brand, the cheaper knockoff version of Pond's, which works just as well for me. So I will use this to clean off basically the base of my face and get all of the makeup off, or the first layer of makeup off. And in terms of my eye makeup, I use micellar water because this has no oil in it at all. This stuff is like magical. I don't know how it cleans off waterproof stuff and all of that, but it does the trick. So this is by Garnier. It's their Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water, all in one. It's supposed to remove the makeup, cleanse, and refresh your face. And it's not supposed to be bad on the eyes or anything like that. So I will use this. Sometimes I even use both of these together. I'll like wet up the towelettes with this to give it like an extra oomph of power, and then just go all over my face with 2 cleansing wipes. And normally that takes the majority of my makeup off. Also, sometimes I will use this with a Q-tip if I have really stubborn eyeliner or something on my lash line that I just cannot get off. And I'll go in and kind of like clean up those areas. Then I go in with like my regular cleanser. I have 2 that I really love. One is by Kiehl's, that's supposed to be like a brightening, and then the other one is by my favorite brand, Glam Glow, and that one's more so like for cleaning out your pores and all of that. So I interchange between those 2. Now in terms of washing my lashes, I also use the Purity cleanser for that as well. even though like that's the one I think that might have a little bit of oil in it, but I don't find that it takes off my lashes any faster than anything else, or they don't last as long as normally. So I would just like suds up 2 of my fingers, and then I'll gently go over my lashes and pull through them very, very gently with that, and then rinse my entire face. Normally when I wear lashes or I have lash extensions, I do not wear mascara on them unless I'm at the very, very end of the wear of them, meaning that 3 week mark or 4 weeks into having the eyelash extensions. Then I'll be like, F it, let me put a little bit of mascara on so I don't look crazy until I go in for a fill. But I would not recommend that you put mascara on these, especially when you first get them done, because like you don't really need to at all. Like it looks bomb already on its own without anything, so don't put any on. You can definitely still use eyeshadow, and some people still use eyeliner with it, and those things are easier to clean off than eyelash glue. So just keep that in mind. Now typically I can get about 3 and maybe even 4 weeks out of my lashes before they start looking just busted and ratchet and just like, girl, who are your friends? They're not telling you look this way? So normally I could get that long of a wear out of mine. Normally places tell you around the 3 week mark you should come back, because if you don't have, I think, what is it, like 30%, you need to have at least 30% of your lashes on in order for you to qualify to just get a fill and not a full set. So some people are serious sticklers for that for sure. So you don't want to go there with like 2 lashes left on this eye and then you got like 5 over here and you like, girl, let me get a fill. No, you're getting a full set because you don't have hardly any lashes. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be mindful of that so you don't have to pay a lot extra to get a full set. Just go back, get the fill if you know you're going to want them again. Now, what I tend to do is I'll probably get a fill 2 or 3 times, and then I'll let them completely fall off, give my own lashes a break for like a 2-month period, and then I'll go back and start over again. That also gives my pockets a break for a 2-month period as well. Like I said, this ain't cheap. Now, in terms of have I experienced any like issues with having them, because a lot of people ask me, do my own eyelashes fall out from having eyelash extensions? And that was one thing that I was scared of before I got them done too, because I wanted to know the same thing. Like, do you have less eyelashes when you have eyelash extensions and they come off? Because don't your lashes come off with them too? Or does it, stunt the growth of your own eyelashes? Now, for me personally, I haven't experienced anything negative when having eyelash extensions. My eyelashes still normally shed, so I will from time to time see my own eyelash attached to an eyelash extension when it comes off, and that's normal. If you see that with every single one of your eyelash extensions, then that's a problem. And then once the eyelash extensions are off, you don't have any lashes, that's a problem. That's a health issue. And it might be the glue or something that they're using with them. But for me, I have not noticed that. Like, I do see lots of lashes here and about, like in my sink for sure. Whenever I'm washing my face, I'll see them. Sometimes, like I said, I'll have my own eyelash attached to it, and a lot of the other times it's no other lash with it at all. So I haven't experienced that. I would definitely say that you guys should take a picture of your lashes right now before you get any lash extensions, and then whenever you decide that you don't want lash extensions anymore or you get them completely off, then look at that comparison and you'll know whether or not you really have any damage from the lash extensions. But personally for me, I have not had any experiences that were negative in terms of that. So I think that's pretty much it about all the details of it. I would just have to say, like, my overall experience with having eyelash extensions has been amazing. I feel like they are such a good investment for me to have, and it just makes me feel more girlier and put together, like I said, even when I don't have on makeup, because without eyelash extensions, y'all, I'm bald. Like, I hardly have any eyelashes. I don't even know how they attach extensions to the little bit of baby lashes that I have, but they do. They work magic somehow. So when I have them, it just makes me feel a little bit more put together, and it makes my makeup, even when I wear makeup, makes the time a lot less extensive. This has probably been a very, very long video. Hopefully I answered all of you guys' questions that you've been asking me on Instagram. If I forgot to mention anything that you're curious about, let me know in the comment section below and I will try to get an answer out to you. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and show your girl some love. If you are not a subscriber, you're one of those newbies I talked about at the beginning, Hopefully you like this video and you're gonna click that red subscribe button now. And for those of you who have been watching me, make sure that you are subscribed. So that is all that I have to bring to you guys for today. I will see you all in my next video. Bye.